Good morning. I'm coming to you a little later today because I just got hung up on my computer laughing hysterically at something I was going to tell you about, and you know how that goes. One thing leads to another. I was watching this interview. My son showed me something the other night, and some of you have probably heard of this person, Jocko Willink. Willink? I hope I'm saying the last name right. He's a Navy SEAL who's written a number of books. I think his last one was Extreme Leadership. I think his first one was Discipline Equals Freedom. And so one of my sons pulled up a video for me to watch about him. And I just was so impressed with everything he was saying. I loved it. And it made me think of the word order. He has this thing about discipline equals freedom, that it's not about your motivation, it's about discipline. When that alarm goes off in the morning, do you lay your head on the pillow or do you pop right up? And basically his day starts very early. And I've been doing that too. And getting stuff done. I've told you guys, I've been working out, and a person that doesn't necessarily like working out, I kind of like it now. I had to get used to it. It took me a very long time. But the point is, with that and just how you feel and how you're like mentally prepared for your day, and you have that little time in the morning, whether it's at your desk or whether it's just that quiet in the morning, it is nice to start up. It's kind of like you are in charge of the morning a little bit before everything starts and phone calls start coming in, etc., etc. So, order in our homes. This is truly what I believe about loving where you live and about this getting rid of stuff, which, by the way, you guys have messaged me. I cannot get over the number of messages I've gotten, even on my wall, but personally messages. I'm like so much happier. It's so much lighter. I've done it. I've gotten rid of more stuff, and it's helping your home, which is helping you in return. When I have order on my desk and it's just clean and neat, I get so much done. I am so productive. And that is so helpful to my day, my job, my business. So I hope that's encouraging. So Jocko Willink, I am with you. He had one really funny line about, somebody said about, his parents were teachers. One was an English teacher, one was a history teacher. And he said, well, did your dad ever say, he's really proud of you? And he goes, well, I'm from New England, and we don't really do that. He's just kind of the kind of guy, just like, work harder. And for some reason that resonates in this household. I love the fact. Yes, we say we're proud of our kids, but I was like, work harder. You gotta work hard. If you're working hard, you aim high, aim higher. I always say aim higher. So, Jocko, wow, you're the man. And man, he is just built tough, strong, and has led many Navy SEALs. I'm impressed. So, thank you for your service. All right, next thing is, and here I'm holding my Marine Corps mug. That was truly accidental. So, anyway, here's to the military. All right, yesterday, I got home kind of late, and all of a sudden there's two, it looked like mattress boxes at my front door. I'm going, what in the world did I order? I don't really order that much stuff, and I'm going, what did I order? And it was the pool cushions for the chaise lounges. I'm afraid that's going to fall. Just hit my color deck. It was the pool cushions, and I ordered Sunbrella. Look how huge these are. In natural. Because I have red, and so they're huge. But I have red cushions, as you've seen on my deck before. So I wanted to keep the red, but I'm not trying to do red all over the place. As a matter of fact, I want your eyeballs just to go to my pretty blue pool. So I'm like, natural will go nicely with the travertine, which is light in color. And wooden chaises, just the old classic, old school wooden chaise looking thing. I have those coming end of the month because we're not ready yet. So, and that's quick pool update too. This was the week of lull. Remember I said there's always going to be a week of lull. They were going. But then the travertine goes in next week. And so they're scheduled right on time. They said, first week in November. I have a feeling it might be even a little earlier. So we're pumped. All right. I got a call this week for your frames are done at Hobby Lobby. I do like framing at Hobby Lobby. I like them for that. All right. I've shown you these before, but family pictures that I have in the guest room. When I was cleaning out my own stuff and we were looking through some garage stuff, and I had some frames I was getting rid of because some of those dated frames, bye, see you later, And I saw one of my husband and I when we were little, and I'm like, you know what? I'm going to add that to the guest room wall of fame and frame them kind of similar, but I wanted to use different frames and make them look like they were older. Now, I love the trick of finding old frames and then putting new mats in them. That's a great way to, whether it's garage sales or antique stores, that's cool too. But I know these certain frames at Hobby Lobby. So they got done this week. How cute is that? So I will mix them in, our little pictures, I will mix them in, oh, what a cute little couple, to the nanas and pop-ups and grandma and grandpas and stuff that are on the wall, and it will look like, even though this is in the 60s, maybe it was 1970, I don't know. Fun to add family stuff like that. That's black and white, it's kind of interesting and says about your home. I will jump off of that to say that yesterday, shout out to you, Kathy, I was at an appointment and we were talking about after parents die that, you know, a lot of times you have, or even grandparents die, you have things coming into your home that are from them. I think that is so cool. So I want to make that really clear. When I talk about getting rid of stuff, I'm talking things that you really like and use. Those, like, use them. They're so great. These are my husband's grandmother's, her name was Alpha. But remember the old champagne used to look like that? You know, back in the day they looked like that. I use them for ice cream and my mother's chocolate sauce. So at Christmas, so if my boys saw those, they'd be like, those aren't champagne, they're for ice cream. But I just want to encourage you, when you have stuff like that, use it. Like, use it now. Don't just put it in a cabinet. It is so fun to use that and kind of tell the stories in the past. Kathy was saying one yesterday about, you know, the little happy hour time, and it would be 5 o'clock, and there's little bowls of nuts, and she had one of the bowls sitting on her counter, and she had tomatoes in it. I'm like, yes, use it. I love that stuff. That stuff you don't get rid of. It's more just the America has too much stuff to get rid of, and all that paperwork that just builds up in our house. Last thing is, speaking of people and humor. When you hear laughter in your house, that's a nice sound, isn't it? We love comedy, and we love following different comedians. We've always loved Brian Regan. He's awesome. If you have family too, he's clean. But he is hilarious. Last week, I kind of known about this guy, but I really started watching his stuff closer. John Crist, C-R-I-S-T, hilarious. He also has a friend very, very similar to him, Trey Kennedy, and actually then they kind of do stuff together every once in a while, they're friends, but younger guys that have great comedy, and I got, again, hooked. All of a sudden I started watching one, then I watched another, then I got my friend hooked. So, laughter in the home, that is a good thing. I hope you have a little laughter in your home, because I love giving shout outs to people that deserve it. So, and lastly, I want to say thank you so much for your fantastic comments about Seahorse Inn and Lemon Bar. And I want to make this statement, and thank you, Amy and Kathy. I want to make this statement about when you do a job like this, things take time. I'm used to that. I know on TV stuff and video stuff, it gets done immediately. And we want to see that before and after. And I love to tell you about the projects I'm working on while I'm working on them. But the reality is, it takes time. Now, they were starting the doors this past week. I think they even started. So I've, like I said, submitted the colors. And one of you said, so tell me what the colors are going to be. Oh, no. We like to see it when it's the after, the before and the after. So doors were starting this week. But the body's going to take, color's going to take, some time. And that's reality. Lemon Bar as well. But, when she told me how long, I'm like, oh, that's not that long at all. So I'm kind of excited about that. Speaking of which, I put on a before of a medical building I'm working on over by the hospital, by St. Vincent's Hospital. And I do drive by that every once in a while going, you're still not done yet? So, there's budgets, there's all kinds of things will slow up the process. So just because I give the color that day doesn't mean the next day it gets painted, which I wish life was like that, but it's not. We all got to wait a little bit. So thank you for your great comments, and I had some great appointments this week with some great couples and people and single people. It was a good week. So thank you, and thank you for being great followers, because you really are. And those of you who share my stuff, that's awesome too. Love that. I love when you tell your friends. That's it. Have a fantastic weekend. Enjoy your Friday.